what you need. Because you do it like, because you know me like,
Do I Intimidate You at South by Southwest?
because you know me like, because you do it like, because you know me like, because you know the way to touch it.
I have my next guest, sir. Who are you?
Hey, what's going on, y'all? This is your boy Antonio Vizcarrondo. Here from New York.
Hey.
We're out here in Austin, you know the vibe. I'm one of the owners of the Map Social. I'm an actor, I'm an entrepreneur. Just chilling with my girl Michelle, we chilling.
You gonna talk to me?
Of course I'm gonna talk to you.
All right, he gonna talk to me. Craziest dating story, let's go.
Ooh, craziest, I got a few. Met with this girl, real cute girl. I think I was performing at a show.
You sing? What do you mean you're performing?
Yeah, so I'm an actor. I play a character named Scotty on the show Power.
Come on, Power. Homeboy on Power.
Yeah, I've been working this with a grind, and I also do music. So when I was like performing, I was like doing shows all over the place. Long story short, she was like, "Oh, you did good. You know, we should go out sometime." I was like, "Yeah, let me know what day." She was like, "Oh, we could go out to this place on Thursday." She picked a place, we
On a
knew a place.
Thursday.
I mean, had the place. We eating food, we having a good time.
Okay.
For some reason, mind you, I was gonna pay for both of us anyways, right? Even though it was like, hey, let's hang out. Obviously, we're gonna listen what happened.
You know, I'm all ready.
She's like, I'll be right back. She gets up. It's one of those restaurants where you can see outside like this,
Sure,
like glass
sure.
window, whatever. I hear a knock, knock, knock at the window. I look up, it's her outside on the glass like this. And she takes off running. So I get up. Mind you, I was gonna pay anyways. But I guess she thought, oh, since I invited you, she was gonna pay half, whatever the case may be. So I'm like, what are you doing? The owner, or I guess he thought I was gonna skip on him. He was like, no, you have to pay. I was like, I'm gonna pay. She caused this big old scene. I pay whatever the case may be, I get out. And I'm like, nah, I'm gonna go chase this chick. So she thought she was getting away. I go run up the block. She's walking, like, having a good old time, laughing and stuff. I was like, what the hell's wrong with you? She takes off running again. So I'm like, nah, so I run after her. She was going to NYU, I think it was like right up the street.
But this is the city.
This is in New York. So then she goes into her dorm. I was like, you fucking ass. What's wrong with you? So I was gonna pay anyways.
Well, that is crazy.
Yeah.
Well, I have a question about that. Did she show signs of like, it sounds a little spontaneous and unhinged. Did you see anything in her that may have said,
Not
like, oh, it makes
necessarily.
sense?
Like in our industry, things are moving fast. You can't really analyze everything that's going on
Yeah.
with a person. But what I realized, some people, they get a thrill out of putting people in certain situations. However they were, maybe how they were raised or whatever.
good
But it's
point.
kind of like,
Good
it could
point.
come off disrespectful, especially when a person is working towards something and they've made time to vibe with you. I took it as that. I think it was a thrill for her, but it was still like, it wasn't classy.
Of course not.
It wasn't,
I'm
it
actually
wasn't a
sorry.
cool look.
I'm sorry that happened to you. That could have put you in a situation as a person of color in a restaurant.
True.
Listen,
True.
that's a problem.
True.
So I'm sorry you had to deal with that. I got another question for you, sir.
I'm ready for it.
How do you love? How do you show affection?
I love it in a lot of different ways. Listening, being of service. I'll give you an example. Let's say, hey, you working at a job. It's stressful. It's a stressful environment. There's different people in the corporate world sometimes that might not vibe with you. And you coming home stressed. One, words of affirmation. Like, hey, you're there because you got that job, right? So kind of being supportive, getting your mind at ease, taking you out, going out, hanging out, spending time with you.
You're being present.
That's kind of how I love.
Fantastic. My
Yeah.
last question. Do you open up the car door when you pick up a woman on a date?
On a date, on an exclusive date.
Sir.
If I say, hey, after this, you ate lunch? Yeah, this is a cool spot, let's go. If we go for lunch, is that a date? Like, right after this, because we cool. Is that a date?
No, it's not a date. No,
So, okay,
correct.
am I going to get out my car door, go around, open your car door, and even though that's not a date?
It's an act of kindness.
It is an act of kindness, but if a person doesn't do that, would you be like, oh, you're not a good man? You're not the person for me.
I would look at that as, yes, that is a character flaw, I believe. The small gesture of opening up a car door for someone you may be potentially interested in is an act of kindness. I don't see anything wrong with that. It's just
I don't
a
see
nice
anything wrong with it.
gesture.
I do see something with the mindset, because this how I feel. You meet a man. Everything isn't the movies. This ain't the movies.
Yeah.
Not everybody gonna check off every box. Right? Same thing. We'll meet a woman, not everybody gonna check off every box, right? But you wanna have your positives and your negatives. So it's like, okay, he didn't open the car door when we went to lunch, But
You make it seem so minuscule.
Well, it's not minuscule, but when you list the other priorities that might be more important to you as a woman, but he was supportive of, do I intimidate you?
Yeah.
He checked on me while I was here.
Fair.
He came and helped me. He said, how you doing? I met some people, I want to send it your way. Yeah, he didn't open the car door, but maybe that's something he can learn. Because that might be something important to you, but not everybody knows what's important to you.
And that's a good point.
When they meet you. Vice versa, same thing as a man. There's certain things that might be important to me that you might not know. I can't expect that. We have different life experiences.
Give me 2 things that are important to you when you are interested or courting a woman.
Understanding or being interested in what I'm trying to accomplish as
Okay.
far as like my career, this entertainment
Yeah, I
world
get
is
it. No, I
there's
get
a lot.
it.
You know what I mean?
Yep. Just a special kind of person to be able to deal with that.
I'm gonna disagree with you on that. I don't feel like it's a special person necessarily. I just think if you love someone or you growing to love someone, you should care about the things that are important to
Whatever
them.
it is.
You know what I mean? It might not be important to you, but to me, it's something I put a lot of time into.
Yeah.
And you're like, hey, you know what? Even if you do got a gripe or something, timing is everything. Maybe he got a lot of things going on. If you got a
all
lot
do.
of things going, I'm not gonna come and bring you some other stress on your plate.
And that's being attentive and aware.
Awareness is
Yeah.
very important for me in a partner.
Good.
Yeah, that's very important.
Where can we see you? Like, what's your social?
We have a company, the Map Social, Central Music, Art, and Photos. Mapsocial.com, that's our website. Me personally, it's AYVI World.
Fantastic. Thank you for joining
Yeah,
us.
thank you. Hey, do I intimidate you? Y'all make sure y'all tap in.
I got my next guest here. Tell us who you are, girl.
Yes, my name is Jabri Riel. I'm a singer and songwriter from New Orleans, Louisiana, and I'm out here for South by Southwest to get my name known.
Okay, come on, New Orleans. So you're beautiful, you're successful, you're out here doing it.
Yes.
What's your crazy story, girl? What you got?
Oh, Lord. So I remember this was like a few years ago. I dated a guy. It started out good, you know. I feel like it's always the picture they paint for you, you know what I'm saying? And so it started out good, but I was starting to see like narcissistic, you know,
There you
capabilities
go.
and everything like that. We dated for a few months, but I was like, you know what? It ain't for me. It ain't for me. We tried to make it work, but I noticed that every time we tried to communicate, it was always, oh, you, you did this.
So
you
he
that.
wasn't taking accountability.
Exactly.
You
And I don't have time for that. Like, we grown.
As we
How
don't.
old are we? You
Thank
know?
you.
Come on.
Acting like that.
Exactly. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to leave him alone.
Yep.
And I noticed also, too, that it's not just about the people that you're with. It got to be something about me that's making me attract people like that, too. So
Speak on
I
that.
feel like some people don't hold themselves accountable for that because it's like they want to feel like the victim a lot, you know? So I was like, let me go and change a few things about myself. I took time by myself to just date myself. That sounds crazy, but
Yeah.
I go on
No,
self dates.
it's not.
I feel like
Yeah.
once you get comfortable with going on a date with yourself, you
Yeah.
won't have to feel like you got to be with somebody all the time. So
And you know how to date yourself.
how
You
to
know
date
what you
yourself.
want, what you want to
Exactly.
drink.
There you go. What you don't like,
Yeah,
what you
which-
do like.
Narcissism is so real.
Yes.
And unfortunately, some men live in that space.
Right.
So once you broke it off, was he clean? Was he gone? Did he try to come back?
No, he still tried to come back.
See
Yeah,
how
I
they do?
blocked him and he was emailing me, girl. I said, oh, hell no.
They won't leave you alone, but yet they won't
don't.
treat you right.
Exactly.
Are you in a relationship now?
No, I'm good. Focus on my music. That's it.
When you are ready to get into it, what are something that you're looking for?
I'm going to say I want a man who knows how to communicate very well, doesn't have anger issues.
There we go. Important.
Resolve their childhood trauma
There you go.
and is ready to start fresh.
Girl, you better preach on here. Listen.
Because I feel like childhood trauma is something that people do not take care of. And it's okay to admit that you're a grown person and you might be going through it, but you got to go and get help. So if you don't go do that, it's going to follow you for the rest of your life.
And
Yeah.
they are the ones that are out here trying to date. They're unhinged. They don't know how to treat women.
There you go.
You know, so
they be
we-
broken. They be broken.
They're broken, and we cannot have that.
At all.
This is why this is created, so we can date in a healthy space.
Right.
We can have healthy, successful friendships, relationships.
Absolutely.
So I'm so glad you got out of that.
I had
so
to.
where can we see your socials?
My name is Jabri Riel, R&B singer and songwriter, okay? On all socials. Yes.
Yeah, we can't wait to see it, girl.
Yes. And also, my new single, Loving You, is available on all music streaming platforms. So go and check that out.
You want to give us a little note? You want to hit a
Oh,
little?
yeah. It's a feeling that can't be unmatched. So fantastic. Like a drug habit I ain't got to have. Boy, you give me life and you make me want to try something new. That's all I'm going to give you.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Thank you so much.
Yes.
That was so
Thank-
good. I am so excited to talk to. Who are you, sir?
I'm Atticus.
That's beautiful. Wait,
Thank
tell me
you.
about that name.
From like To Kill a Mockingbird, Atticus Finch, and Matthew from the Bible, like, put together. Mom wanted one, dad wanted the other. Let's make a cool name with it.
Okay, I like mom and dad already.
Yeah.
Okay, why are you at South by?
So I actually live across the street, but I'm here covering it as press. I covered you yesterday. I walked by, you were doing some great interviews. I was like, I want to do that.
Thank you so much for coming by.
Yeah,
I know
having
this
me.
is a safe space. Sometimes it can get a little vulnerable over here. And so I want to ask, dating in the gay community.
Why would I know about that? No. Dating in the gay community. That's a crazy question. I was like, I think I look pretty straight today. So, dating in the gay community, we were talking a little bit before we met here. I was excited to date in the gay community because I was like, there's going to be some role reversal. I'm going to get to be the woman. Someone's going to take me out. And it's going to be so awesome. And that's just not the case. It's not the case at all.
It's not the case for us either, honey.
Yeah. So, it's not for you either. So I was like, someone's going to pay for me. They're going to wine and dine me. They're going to plan things. And it's not like that. So I had to become the person that I wanted in a partner. So now I'm like, okay, I'm going to send you 3 choices. I'm going to take you on all these experiences, going to all the secret bars here in Austin, because there's a lot. And I have this whole list of places that I've never been to because I want to create a new experience with every new person.
Do you resent that a little bit, that you are now in a role that you kind of didn't want to be in, it sounds like?
I think initially I was kind of resentful, and I am a little bit sometimes when I have to drive all the time and I have to be, I want to be pastor princess and I want someone to hold the door open for me. Sometimes I see like straight
they
couples
don't
out.
do that for us either.
I see straight couples out, and it's an expectation. It's an expectation. No, I get a little jealous, but I like doing this for dating and for everything else in my life. Is just being the person that you want someone else to be, makes you a better person. If someone's not
100%.
texting you enough, I'm going to text you more because I want you to text me. And if they're not following through, that's a problem. But yeah, I guess I do resent it a little bit, but it has to be done because if I don't do it, who's going to? And you're going to be lonely.
It's true, and it's unfortunate that we do have to step outside and make these things, right? Like I want someone to court me. I want someone to date me. Like I have been in arguments where men won't open the car door. I don't understand that. But besides that, I do have another question for you. Red flags. How do you handle them? Like, do you try to push through? Do you try to see the good, or are you out of there immediately?
Wow, that's a question I ask people all the time, actually.
Oh,
and
really?
yeah, and I go right at them. I think I can fix anybody. No, I'm just kidding. No. I try to notice things that maybe if they're like a bad communicator or if they are like aggressive, those are things I'll shut down immediately. Anybody that's had any kind of type of abuse in their history, and you could see that initially in someone. There's a lot of opportunities I think that we ignore, and that's the big one for me is just abuse. The way they touch you, the way they look at you, the way that they talk to you with other people, the way that they treat your friends and your family. Those are the red flags. That's the biggest red flag that I focus on.
Thank you for sharing that. What's your love language? How do you like to love?
I think I switch a lot, but quality time is my number one.
Yep.
And it's followed up by acts of service. I hate getting gifts because getting gifts is so awkward. But I feel like me giving you my time because I'm a very busy person is how I show my love and compassion and doing gestures for you. I like to get people gifts, but it feels so transactional. It doesn't feel special.
Can be. No, really, it can be. I like to, what's something that you do? Like, I know you don't like to give gifts, so what is something that you would do for your partner?
Experiences. So I love to travel. I love to take them out places. I'm like, I want to, as I said, these secret bars. I want to take you somewhere you haven't been before. I want you to have an experience you didn't have with anyone else. I wanted to go to a comedy show, laugh together, smile together, and have a memory rather than a physical item. Like, yeah, I can get you those Skims that you really wanted, or we can go out on a really cool date and you can talk about it and actually have a core memory to think about.
And it's a thought process, right? You're putting thought into creating an experience for someone, which I love that. Where's your favorite place to date? Like, where would you go? Shout it out.
I try not to go to the same places. There's Down Low is one of my favorite. It's Down Low. It's on 4th Street and it's underground. It's a bar. It's a really cute place and they have great shaken cocktails. But there's so many secret bars. I don't want to go off the list. You guys got to look them up on your own.
That's
okay?
right. That's
but
right.
No, there's
Do
some
the
really, really good ones here.
research.
Yeah.
Where can we see you? Like, what's your socials? Where can we find you?
My social is Maticus X, so that's everywhere. So I'm on Instagram, Google. Sorry, Google, right? No,
we can Google you?
Yeah, you can Google me. You probably find my arrest record or something, but yeah. But yes, I was at Spotify and Apple Podcasts as well. Yeah.
Fantastic. It was so great to have
great
you
to meet
on.
as well.